Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the Keith Ti3208 titanium single wall mug. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me today. I wanted to show you this. I'm definitely doing some lightning. After my last video I did on some titanium cook set, I really started to see the value in having some titanium cookware. And pots and cups and stuff. It's just so much lighter. It is a little more expensive, but if you're careful, and if you follow the link I'll give you in this video, you can get this stuff a lot cheaper than it used to be, okay? So this is from Keith. This is their Ti3208. It's a 650 milliliters or 22 ounces cup, and they say it's a cup. It doesn't have graduated markings like a pot. It doesn't have the little holes drilled into the top, but I'm going to use this like a cook pot, essentially, for my kit, for one of my kits. This is probably going to go in my get home bag, because right now I have a very heavy cook pot in there. This is going to definitely lighten the load, and it's about the same capacity. It's about 4 inches, 4.1 by 3.8, so it's nice and small. It's got folding handles. It's all completely titanium, including the lid. It's non-toxic, dishwasher safe. It's originally designed for backpacking and tramping, of course, but it's also great for emergency preppers around the home, school, office, whatever, you know. You can use this as a coffee mug and drink out of it. However, I got a feeling it'd be a little hot. I know they make the little hot lips thing that goes on the side here so you can sip from it, but for my purposes, it's really going to be all about a cook pot. And I will probably eventually scribe at least a 1 and 2 cup marking inside. I'm not going to go nuts with it. What I'm thinking of doing actually is, because I have a wood spoon here, just putting it in and marking the spoon at, say, 1 cup, 2 cups, whatever. And that way I won't have to mess up the cup. I definitely don't want to dimple it or start screwing around with it. I read a lot of stuff online about how if you introduce certain metals to titanium, you'll cause fractures, and I don't want to mess with it now that I have it. So anyway, these are available from Fastech. I have purchased some other stuff from them. They have great customer service and great products at amazing prices, to be honest with you. This is cheaper than Amazon or GearBest, where I was able to find this. This is $34.89, all right? When I looked on GearBest, it was in the 40s. When I looked on Amazon, it was out of stock, but at least closer to the high 40s to 50s. So definitely a good deal. Check them out. I will put a link down below where you can pick this up for that price. So definitely check them out. Another nice feature of this, and this will also lighten my load in my get home bag, is I can put a Nalgene bottle in it. It nests in there perfectly. Now the cool part about this is right now I have a double-walled, heavy stainless steel water bottle in my get home bag, and it's definitely kind of heavy, kind of big, you know. So with this and this, not only do I get to take the heavy cook pot outside of the bag out, but I also get to replace this with a lighter water bottle. So what we're going to do is probably stick this in with my cook stove and everything else, and leave this on the outside in the outside pocket. So anyway, to test this out today, I'm going to take it outside to my rocket stove that I built out of bricks out in the backyard, and we are going to, as usual, do my favorite test. Make some of the good ramen soups. These are the good ones. Anyway, we're going to take it outside, we're going to test it out, and I know it'll get a little sooty and dirty. We'll see how it cleans up too. So anyway, join me outside, and let's go see how it works. Alright, with a little bit of fat wood, I was able to get that fire started up nicely. I did have some old charcoal left in here. I dumped some charcoal from one of my other grill tests out here into there, so got some wood, fat wood, charcoal, a little bit of chopped up wood that I had left over. So we got a nice fire going. Anyway, we're going to clean out this pot, and we're going to fill it up with some water from the Nalgene bottle. And that should be enough. It might spill out a little. Now, the handles on this are going to get hot. So, I do have a bunch of stuff to grab that with, but the handles are going to get hot on this, but they cool off very quickly on titanium. So we're going to let this boil. I'm going to find the lid. Where did I put the lid? There it is. We're going to let that boil and try out our soup in it and see how it cooks. I'll bring you back once we're boiling and ready to put the noodles in. All right, so we got bubbles starting to form in there. Definitely getting close. So I'm going to take my soup, see if it fits in there. Look at that. Almost perfect. You might be able to fit a second one in there, but then again, this is only 22 ounces, so it's not the largest pot, but it's good compromise between the two, whereas you don't have a big, huge pot that size-wise is difficult to fit in a bag. You do have a big enough pot to make 2 cups of coffee or maybe a soup or even cook something in it. So let's give that a few minutes, and I'll bring you back once it's getting a little more closer to being fully cooked, and we'll take it from there. All right, as you can tell, we got that boiling up really, really good. So, and I was wrong, I didn't bring something out to pull this off the fire. So we're going to have to use the old tried and true survival method. The edge of your shirt. Actually, that's not bad. Peeling it through there, that's not bad at all. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. So I'm going to let the fire go out, and we'll add the spices to this real quick. This is what I like about these. Just a side note, if you're shopping for ramen to take with you on a camping trip, or even to put in your bug-out bag, these ramens that are the actual real ramen, and this is just a local brand that I get here, Indomie. But the better ramen soups are pretty good stuff. So yeah, you can really make a meal out of this, you know. It's actually pretty good. I find them to be less starchy, too, the real ramen soups. I don't know about the sodium content. I will check that for you in a second here. Let's see. Sure, it's pretty high. 770 milligrams. And that's 1 pack, so that's 1 serving. So, I mean, it's high, but it's not anywhere near as bad as some of the other stuff that I've seen people cook. Anyway, let's take this back inside and enjoy our lunch, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the cup and how I like it. All right, back inside, I would say it's been about 4 minutes. I really just carried everything in. This is totally holdable to the touch now. I mean, it's still warm, but it's not anywhere near where it would burn you. And there's the soup. This is really spicy stuff, but it's really, really good. Anyway, what I'm going to do next is eat that and clean up the pot, and I'll show you what it looks like after I've cleaned it up, and I'll tell you how easy it was to clean up or how easy it wasn't, depending, and give you some final information on it. All right, so I wiped it up, cleaned it up good. Basically, what I did was I used a little bit of Dawn soap and one of these little scrubby pads that I got in one of my other cook kits that I reviewed. By the way, get yourself a proper green scrubby. I have those in my bug-out bags. These things fall apart pretty quick. I mean, you can see it's already mushed flat here. But I mean, a little bit of Dawn soap and about 5 or 6 minutes of wiping it off. And there's still a few little black spots on it. I don't care about that. I just didn't want it to be completely coated. But let me tell you something. The reason I did it on the wood stove and the reason I cleaned it, I wanted you to see the ease at which it cleans up. I get a lot of comments from people sometimes saying, oh, your gear looks brand new. You ever use it? I'm like, yeah, that's why, because I take care of it, you know. After I'm done camping or whatever, I'll take stuff home, clean everything up. It takes me a couple days to do it. You know, I do it leisurely. But I enjoy doing it. So I'm just one of those weirdos that likes clean stuff. But anyway, it seems to work very, very well. The interesting thing, somebody mentioned before when I said that it doesn't hold heat very long on the handles, that wasn't a good thing because, you know, the heat will dissipate, you know, with your hot food inside. Well, the food stayed hot inside. I don't know how this works, but as you saw, I was able to hold the things, no problem at all. So it seems to hold, the food seems to hold in the heat long enough where that really isn't an issue. But anyway, I'm really liking this. So that's going to live with my Nalgene water bottle on the side of my get-home bag. I have a video on that if you want to go back. God, beginning of the year, I think February I did it. And, you know, I've rotated stuff in and out of it. But so we'll be getting rid of the heavy cook set in there, and that will be good enough to make us coffee when we're on a vacation or whatever, or heat up an MRE. You can stuff it in there, make a meal, freeze-dried meal, whatever. And I will be somehow putting markings either on here or, like I said, on the spoon knife set that I have for 1 cup and 2 cups. Anyway, that's the Keith Ti3208 titanium single-walled mug. And again, it is a mug. I won't be using it as a mug, but it is a mug technically. You can get one at my link down below, Fast Tech. They're $34.89. Like I said, that's cheaper than anywhere I've seen it online. So it's a really good deal. Definitely a very, very light item. Like I said, I think it's 7 ounces. Or what was it again? Actually, let's weigh it, because I'm not sure about that. That sounds almost a little heavy for it. So, I could be wrong. No, 2.93 ounces. I was way wrong. Glad I decided to check that. So yeah, 2.3 ounces. Really, really lightweight, easy to use, definitely sturdy, will hold up to abuse, and I really like it. So don't forget to check out the link for Fast Tech down below, and you can pick one up right there. And don't forget to check out our Amazon store. You can buy whatever is in the store. I have tons of survival gear, a lot of the stuff that I've tested on the channel, as well as other stuff that I haven't shown you that I personally own. If you don't see anything in there you like, just shop like you normally would on Amazon. Buy whatever you're going to buy after clicking that link, and it allows us to have a little extra money so we can bring you cool stuff like that. And don't forget about our Thrive Life link. I'm going to be putting together Thrive Life freeze-dried meals for the trail type things. Stuff you can do for a bug-out bag or camp trip or whatever. So don't forget to check that out. I have lots and lots of stuff on there. And don't forget, coming up soon, we're going to have our Black Friday sale for Thrive Life. So I will give you all the final details on that. But definitely check it out. Get registered. Get ready for it, because you're going to want to check that out. Last year's was pretty amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.